A fun-loving, intelligent young man, too charming to be ignored by the world, too rebellious to be controlled by the dictates of men, and too rational to accept the very existence of God. Voted second greatest saint of the millennium. Swami Chinmayananda. Born in 1916 in Kerala as Balkrishna Menon, with a happy disposition and love of reading, he pursued the liberal arts as a youth. Young Balan was inspired by the freedom movement in India and joined the youthful nationalists, writing and distributing leaflets and giving speeches to stir up national pride. He was a revolutionary who was sent to prison by the British. In 1945, Balan joined the National Herald as a sub-editor in New Delhi. As a rational journalist, ever concerned about the welfare of his countrymen, he soon decided to go to Rishikesh and expose what he thought of as the bluff of the Indian sadhus. He considered them leeches and social parasites. At Rishikesh, he met Swami Shivananda and his disciples, stayed at their ashram and watched them critically 24/7. He was impressed by the dynamism and the discipline of a spiritual life and came to know the science of Vedanta in a totally new light. He was convinced by its methodology and inspired by its ability to uncover the divinity hidden in every heart. Very soon, on the auspicious Shivratri of 1949, Swami Shivananda initiated Balakrishna Menon into sannyasa and named him Swami Chinmayananda. Thus began the journey of a legend, the making of a master, the founding of a life beyond lifetimes.
It is this understanding of the mind, an awakening in yourself, an unfoldment, a growth in ourselves to grow higher. And naturally you leave these petty, paltry temptations or the toys of life and you start living for a higher purpose in life. And there is a great satisfaction to man when he lives in this way, pursuing the higher pursuits of life.
As a young Swami, wanting scientific answers to religious principles, Swami Chinmayananda headed for Uttarkashi to study Vedanta under Swami Tapovanam. From an atheist, he transformed into one of the greatest Advaitins in a short span of just 2 years. His great love for India, his vision for its culture, his value for Hinduism, and his compassion for the masses urged him to come down from his peaceful abode in the Himalayas and share his fulfillment, just like the flowing Ganges. His first talk was in Pune for a small audience of just 4 people, including the speaker. He was the first person ever to talk on the scriptures in English. Soon, his great vision was acknowledged by more and more people, and thousands started attending his discourses. Thus, Swami Chinmayananda brought about a complete cultural revival. Due to his efforts, the Bhagavad Gita has today become a popular guidance manual for a purposeful and peaceful life. He brought the Gita from the puja room to the living room of the common man, to the boardroom of the corporates, to the campuses of the youth, and to the playgrounds of the children.
Each individual is a unit in this universe, in this world. And all these individuals put together is called the community or the nation or the world itself. Apart from the individuals, there is no world. You change, the world will change. What we want is, the world must change so that I may be happy in the world. This is called a materialistic point of view. We have lived in it for thousands of years. We have been struggling to beautify the world and not beautifying you. Through individual perfection alone, world perfection can be aspired. By the non-doing your duty, by the omission of fulfilling your duty, a regret comes in the mind continuously. I was angry with my father because he was standing against some young hot-blooded desire at that time to marry somebody. I was angry. I went and married her and I walked out of the house. I have no daddy. I don't consider you a daddy. I have nothing to do with you. You are such a heartless fellow. It's all right. 10 years, 15 years you lived, your grandchildren, his grandchildren is born, but here you have not shown him at all and you have never visited him. Then your brother calls you one day in your office and says, Daddy is very seriously ill. The doctor says that by evening he will collapse and he has been always talking about you. It is time, brother, you come and prostrate and then go. See? Whatever be your differences, at this moment and in this condition and juncture, you must forgive them and come and prostrate and get his blessings and go. Okay, I will see if I can manage it. After the office, I may on my way home, I can probably drop in. And as the doctor said, about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, the father died. You are informed by your brother. No, brother, you need not take the trouble of coming because he has collapsed. Now starts. I should have gone there. If suppose my son were to behave that way, how painful it would be. I should have gone. The old man was, after all, he was talking about it for him because of his love for me. And he was afraid that I was making a mistake. See, I should have gone there. And he wanted to meet me. He had still love for me. And see, very often we come to regret not only for evil things that you have done, committed, but even good actions not done. By omission also, you can come to regret all the time. Such impressions in our mind, which brings about mental agitations at all times. They are called sins, pap. Tadartham karma Kaunteya, hey Kaunteya, Kunti ka bete, son of Kunti. Tadartham, yajnartham, for this, in the spirit of yajna, as a worship. Karma Kaunteya, Kuru. Do all your activities in that spirit of worship. The moment I have got a feeling that I am teaching you all, sure enough, I am going to be disappointed. Why? Then I will expect that you all must be grateful to me. You must appreciate me. And then I find that you rascals don't appreciate. And you say that fellow 4 hours a day, he is unnecessarily talking. My bottom is burning now. I can't sit down. You understand? And when I hear that, I feel wounded. None of these things will happen if I am doing it. My beloved Lord who is in my heart is the same Lord that is bumping in every one of you. So all of you are different forms of my beloved Lord. I am telling the glories of the Lord to the Lord Himself. When I have no ego, or any selfish expectation that you will worship me, or you will, you will reward me, or you will applaud me. I have no such even. On the other hand, I feel grateful that if you all were not here in Krishnalaya, do you think that I will sit down 4 hours for the sake of video and talk? No. Because you are here, I am talking. Therefore I am grateful to you that you are making me talk of the glories of the Lord. Whenever you act in the world outside, wherever you are acting, if this is the attitude with which you are working in the world outside, there will be no karma bandhan, no shackles upon your personality. It will never create any mental inhibition. And when you are thus doing it, mukta sangha, without attachment. Something like 82 times this word comes in the whole Gita. Without attachment, without attachment. That is why in the very first time when the word came, I paused and elaborately explained. Attachment means I plus I want. Mukta Sangha, without this idea of I and I want, selfish desire, without these two. Samachara. And don't say that this is a voluntary work, Swamiji, I will somehow or other do it. Somehow or other do it. Then you get out. Samachara. Do it as perfectly as you can. Each day is a competition between yourself and your yesterday's performance to improve upon it. Because what you are doing is serving Him. Samachara. Do it excellently. Where is the Lord? Church, mosque, temple, and worship there, Sunday or Friday. And in India, any day, any time. Because it's always open. It doesn't lock and you put the key in the pocket. No. The priest has to come early morning, 3 a.m. in every temple, and it continues on till night 9, when the Lord also sleeps. Supposed to be sleeping. So any time you can go. Even if you don't go, never mind. I go only, Swamiji, once a year on my birthday. Very good. Thank God it is not on your anniversary that you are going. On your death day. Birthday only good. Okay, welcome. Full freedom is given. Now those who have got that love, emotional nature, they must give their love. And the teachers say, come, give all your love to the Lord. Lord is the only one who can give love for love. But if you love your son, he will kick you. You love your husband, he will kick you. You love your uncle or brother or father, they will kick you ultimately. In the world outside, whatever you love, they will die away, and then you become unhappy. Nobody in the world can give you love for love, but the only one who can give you love for love and still hunger for love is the Lord of love, the Lord himself. Turn your attention. He turns attention in devotion to the higher. The intellectual man can neither love God. If you tell him, go to the church, why should I? Mummy, why should I go to church? Lord is in the church. Oh, God is only in the church. No, God is everywhere. If God is everywhere, is he not in my house? Yes, in your house also the Lord is there. If he is in the house, is he not in my bedroom? Yes, the Lord is in the bedroom also. If he is in the bedroom, Mummy, please think for a moment and tell me, is he not inside the blanket? Yes. Then why should I come out of the blanket and change my clothes and go to the church? Church is a limited place. Why should I go? Now you and I think that no, he is an atheist and all that. No! He is searching God with the instrument that he has got. His instrument is not emotion. His instrument is rational thinking. He is questioning it. And you and I don't know how to satisfy him with the reason. And therefore he said that these are all superstition. Mummy, there is no God. Where is God? God is everywhere. If God is everywhere, even the Time magazine has never reported that they saw, what is that? God passing from one side of the road to the other. Nowhere in the world. Their reporters are everywhere. Nowhere have they seen it. Everywhere he is present. How can he be everywhere present? Show me! All teenagers as thus cow down their fathers and mothers. Fathers and mothers have got devotion and faith, but they can't explain. At that time, if you take a pin and prick the fellow, your own son, Mummy, what are you doing? What I am doing? I am putting the pin inside. Mummy, don't play like that. It has pained me terribly. Show me the pain. Come on! I don't believe that it has pained you. Show me the pain. He can't show you the pain. He can experience the pain. He cannot show you the pain. The only way he can show you the pain is remove the pin and give one to you, and you say, ah! That is the pain that I was experiencing. Each one will have to experience the God. It cannot be given out to another. Hey? If he is all pervading, why should I go to the church or to the temple? Is he not everywhere present? Yes, true. Is not America democratic? In a democratic country, government of the people, for the people, by the people. And therefore, who is the government? The people. Is not the government everywhere? Within the frontiers of the country, every spot is under the government? Yes. Government is all pervading? Yes. Supposing you have got a petition and you want to contact the government, should you not make a pilgrimage from California to Washington and go? Why should I go there? You are an American? Yes, please sign this. Because you are the government. True. But if I want to contact the government, I have to go to the capital. And there is a secretariat. And there in the secretariat also there are different devatas who are the head of the departments. You must go to the right department, invoke them, and they may turn back and say, Tathastu, bless you. Isn't it? Right? Similarly, you have to. Where exactly is the milk in the cow? Milk is the essence of the cow. Where is the essence? It is all over the body. If it is all over the body is the milk, why don't you milk the tail? If you milk the tail early morning, something will come out, but that is not the milk. You understand? You can't milk the ear. If you want milk, you have to go to the udder, and there alone milk can come. In the same way, even though the Lord is ever present, the altar in the church or the temple or the mosque is the place where you can contact. If this explanation is given, the teenager will no more talk to you anything about that religion is a superstition, etc. Though they may not immediately become religious, but they start having a new respect for you. Oh, this mummy is not superstitious. She knows what she is talking about. Now what I meant was, when he is denying it, he is not denying God. He is only seeking honestly and seeking what is that supreme reality. It is our failure that we are not able to communicate to him.
जित बिठरावे तित ही बैठूं, जो पहरावे सोई सोई पहरूं। मेरी उनकी प्रीत पुरानी, बेचे तो बिक जाऊं। गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत।
गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत।
गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत।
गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत।
गुरु मेरा देव अलख अभेव, गुरु मेरा देव अलख अभेव। सर्व पूज चरण गुरु सेव, सर्व पूज चरण गुरु सेव।
गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद, गुरु मेरा पार ब्रह्म, गुरु भगवंत। गुरु मेरी पूजा, गुरु गोविंद,
का दर्शन देख देख जीवा